So just wanted to do something that's kind of a little meditative. And you know, maybe you guys have done this, maybe you've seen it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take every few pages and fold it in half of this paperback book. All right. Actually, probably ideally would be like every two. Okay, so I'm going to keep on going, and eventually this will be a little bit of an organizer for my ephemera. I can have it here, and I can have it front and center, reminding me that I had these ideas for my journal to add to them. Now I have one of these that I use, and it keeps all of my my little gift cards and cards that I use for smoothing. I keep them in there so they don't get lost on the surface of the desk. But that's it. I'm going to keep going, and then, you know, anytime that I make something or want to use something, like I have this, right? This is packaging. Not with the clip on it, but I can just put it there and remind me to that's something that at some point I thought I wanted to use. I'm going to keep going, and I'll show you when I'm all done. Okay, so somewhere I lost the footage. So this is after the fact while I'm editing. So here's that book, and I did it with some shallow pages and some taller pages. What you want to make sure is that if you put anything in here, you don't push it all the way in, or you just don't put small things in there. And yeah, it falls over. I generally have a ton of stuff on my desk that it can lean against, but then here's some taller things. You can put like whatever's inspiring you in there. And so like for me, this would be like for a specific project while I'm doing it. It's kind of like the same as I don't even know what you call it, like an idea board, a vision board for your project. And I would guess you could jazz it up. You could like actually make it, maybe put it in a cigar box or glue it to a piece of wood so it doesn't fall over. And there's actually plenty more book back here that I could have done, but I'll just show you an example. See, that's leaning against my frog, so that would be things that I've made for the project, things that I want to use, things that inspire me, etc. So there you have it. It's a simple thing. Like I said, I have this one over here. That's just all for like scrapey tools. And it really helps if you use it, because then things will not get lost under the paper. I'm doing a deep clean today, and so I'm hoping like a lot of the searching that I do when I'm making a project actually is kept to a minimum. All right, have a great day. I've been really wanting to use this, and I haven't really figured out how. It's just a piece of cardboard that has holes in it. I believe it was part of a journal that you could like needlepoint the cover, and the holes were pre-punched and probably came as like a little kit. So what I'm thinking is, originally I was thinking, well, I can FranknPaper it to something else, and it could be something that I attach to the page, and then that would be kind of the action. It's almost like a Frankenhinge. So then I was thinking, I like this idea, but what if I did it on a frame, right? And maybe the frame could be two-sided. So I'm going to start with that idea, and I think probably what I'll do is I will punch out 3 holes that line up, or maybe, we'll see. I'm going to punch out some holes here. So we'll do a hole here, because that lines up with that, right? A hole here. And then here, here, and here. So it's now, I don't think my hole punch is that small, but I'm going to do it the smallest I can. It might be that small. Let's see. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. It's kind of a flimsy paper, but okay. I'm probably going to want to leave a little bit of a space for it to work like that. And I have this, I guess this is like embroidery yarn maybe. Maybe I can do a pink with it. And now, because the holes are so big, I don't really need a needle. Actually, look at this. I mean, I could use that. Too big. I'm going to do my wire trick where I make a needle out of wire. Really, I could do this without any needle at all. Possibly. Let's try that. Okay. Oh. That green is very short. Here's a different green. Let's see what happened. All right. Okay. 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 Close enough. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so this is my fake needle that I used to bind the journal. And I'm just going to get the yarn in there. Maybe I'll tape this so it's not wanting to be an issue. It's still going to be an issue. Look at that. Okay. So, maybe I'll start here. I want these to end at the same time, so let's cut this. And I'm just going to leave that hanging out, and hopefully I'll be able to catch it so it holds. Okay. So let's go in this one. Now this is more delicate. And this is not going to work. Get rid of some of this. Anyway, this is not cardboard, so I'm going to just go a little easier when I go through those holes. Did I start this in the wrong way? I did. All right. So you can see it. Take a look at the journal. Okay, put this in here. Okay, so Now, I could be wrong, but it was always my impression that when you had embroidery, you didn't actually knot your threads. You always kind of tucked them in and worked them in. So that's just what I did. Now we have to figure out what it's going to frame. And do we want the frame well, let's cut this out. Another old greeting card. I almost fussy cut it. That would not be right. Let's see. Okay, so I cut it a little wider so that I have a spot where I can glue. That'll be all right. I think I want to do book pages though here. Should I do, yeah, maybe I should. I can't complete a sentence anymore. All right, so I know it probably would have been a good idea to do this first. Oh, yeah, do you want me to turn it off a minute? No. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to move some of this off like that because it's going to want to gush. So I'm moving it outward. Okay. need another paper to squish it down. Alright, and then the back will just look like that. I can add a little note paper to it if I want. Now, if I want to dull that down a little bit, maybe this never works, but I'm going to keep trying it. Let's see if I can do it. Yeah, okay. I want to get this to light. Okay. He came looking for you.
Yep.
What if I put something on that little blank spot? How about a critter? A bird? These are big. Here's a little chicken, but look at the colors. That's going to be the one. That is the one. That is the one. for now, I'm just going to put this in here to remind me to make something. So that is a Franken-papered frame, tip in, tip out, I don't know, it doesn't really come all the way out, hinge, hidden pocket thing.